This is how I want you to turn in your t-shirt production artwork. I've created one file called 05 T-shirt production final. You're going to turn in all of your artwork here, and you're also going to put it on your research slideshow. So to begin with, it's a good idea to open up Google Classroom, open up Canva, open up your research slideshow, and then just for good measure, I'm also going to open up Clecky. So go to clecky.com and have this tab open. So the first thing you're going to do, is go to Canva and open up this first practice that we did in class. I taught you how to do the rounded text, taught you how to put a picture inside a circle, and rounded text on the bottom. I'm going to make this larger by zooming in, pinching open this Canva file, and then I'm going to take a screen capture of this area using the keyboard shortcut on your Chromebook. This might take a couple of tries, but this is the best way to do this. So that took a screen capture. I'm going to go to my t-shirt page on my research slideshow, and I'm going to go to the next open slide. I'm going to select this text right here and delete it, and then I'm just going to paste it in here. Since I want both on the same page, this was the first practice. The second practice might have been in the same file. So I just pulled this one down. I'm going to move it up just a little bit. Take another screen capture. And we practiced both of these in class. So now I've got both of those screen captures. I'm going to go back to here and paste it in here. And then for the title, I'm going to put practice rounded text, because that's what we did on here. We also practiced putting this image into your slideshow. The image into the t-shirt design and then into your slideshow. I'm going to open up Clecky also and paste it in here. Paste it as an image. It will crop it down to the size that you need it to be. And then I can go over here, click on this download arrow. Notice how it changed the name of the slide down here. I'm going to click on the folder and change this to t-shirt 1 underscore first initial last name, and again I'm going to use 8P6 and hit enter. Go ahead and do that for both of them, because both of these are going to go in your slideshow, but they're also going to be uploaded to Google Classroom. I'm going to leave this file open because I need to go back and grab this one also. So it's always a good idea to have either a paint package on your computer or using Clecky or another similar online paint package to copy and paste files into. This can be tricky because you want to try and frame it as best as you can when you take the screen capture. I'm going to go back to Clecky and paste this in here as an image. Then I'm going to download this one. Tap on the folder up here again. And here's how you can save a little bit of time. This one's actually supposed to be T-shirt 2. So I tap on it once, I wait for a second, and then I tap it again, and it should select that text. I'm going to change this one to T-shirt 2, but I'm going to select all of this text, copy it, and paste it in here. And make sure this one says T-shirt 1. So both of these images were copied and pasted into Clecky and saved as PNG files or downloaded as PNG files. You can also tap on the File menu and select JPEG from here or PSD from here. It looks as though you can only save it as a PNG or a PSD. So we'll just leave it as a PNG for now. Both of those files, those PNG files, named correctly, are going to be saved in Google Classroom. Now your final for this is your unique design. I don't want to see my design with something added to it, like I saw somebody add a helmet to this character and call it a finished design. I want you to design your own unique T-shirt. For example, this is one of the T-shirt designs that one of my students did, and I copied and pasted it in here because they shared it with me from their Canva. Now here's a good example of a student that only changed the text and then turned in my design as their final. I don't want my design, I want your design. This should all be unique. Everyone in class did this design, so if all you did was change the text, you're going to need to start over. Here's another example of a design that I did. And this one actually is saved into Canva with one of the templates that has a black t-shirt. So I'm going to tap on share in this case. I'm going to download this, and instead of PNG, I'm going to save it as a JPG file and select download. As soon as it's finished downloading, again, I'm in my downloads folder. Make sure to change this name also. This is your final. Here's one quick way to do that. Since I've already saved this one, if I tap on it, it should change the name automatically. So you'll notice that when I tapped on this, it changed the file name to this. I'm going to highlight the word 1, or the number 1, and type in the word final and save it. I can also go in and do a screen capture like the other ones by enlarging this, tapping the keyboard command for screen capture, select this rectangle because I just want the design, I don't want the shirt behind it. After I've taken that screen capture, I can go back here. I'm going to delete this text here and paste it in here. This is my final. I'm going to also go back into Clecky and paste it in here and export it. So I'm going to save it as an image. I'm going to tap the File menu and save it here. When it's finished downloading, I can select this text, tap on it one time, pause for a second, tap on it again, copy that text, and paste it in here. So I've saved all of these images. Probably have too many of them in here now. I'm going to go ahead and delete these two while I'm here. And again, your screen looks a little different than mine, but basically you want these three images to either copy and paste into your research slideshow, and you can also put it in your portfolio slideshow. So you can see I've already pasted this one in here. When you do this, you need to complete these prompts. So what I liked the best about this project was finding interesting images and pasting them into Canva for my final t-shirt. What I disliked the most about this was that it had some limitations. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail there, but you can just, again, finish these. After learning the tools and the expectations, if I could do the project again, what I would do differently is, and you can see that I'm starting to run down to the bottom of the text here. So I'm going to reduce this font size. You can also just type in the number here. So if I could do it again, what I would do differently, I would probably make this maybe a little bit larger. I like the position of this, but maybe the guy could be a little bit bigger, or maybe the city in the background could be bigger to fill in this space. I could also shorten this space from here to here and crop out all of this empty space. Another place that I could use this, what I learned from this project, is offering more designs on my website for sale. Since I have extra space in here, I'm going to go ahead and increase this to fill up that space. So you're going to do the same thing. If you did more than one design, like I did here, I've got 3 different designs. Answer these questions and make sure to label them how you created them. This one was entirely created with prompts in one of my AI programs. So I went ahead and put all of that information in here and saved it on my portfolio slideshow, which goes on my website. The other thing you're going to want to do, once you've got all of that information and all those images downloaded, is you need to put them into Google Classroom. One last thing, make sure to go to photopia.com and open up your PSD file from the drone assignment. So this is the one that has the layers. We did this as a class. Remember to label your layers. Select Save as PSD. And then I'm going to label this the same way I did the other ones. 8P6, 8th grader in period 6. I put this one on my desktop so I can find it easily. And that's one of the other images that you're going to upload into this Google Classroom assignment. So you'll have this checklist with you. Remember that you're putting images in your research slideshow and also your portfolio slideshow. And then you're uploading the PSD file and both of the JPEGs in here, or all 3 of the JPEGs. They might also be PNG files if you used a program like Clecky. I hope that makes sense. This is the best way I found to put everything into one assignment so that we don't have to go looking around for all of the various other assignments that I placed into Google Classroom. So all of your final stuff, your practice, etc., is going to go into this Google Classroom assignment.